All right, so we got we got BuzzFeed, we got racial questions. You already know this is about to be some quality fucking content. So let's get into it.
Why do you always make such horrible decisions in horror movies? It's not cool to split up.
This first question is fucking stupid. Like, I know it's BuzzFeed, so every question is going to be stupid. But, like, this is kind of a serious video. To some degree, some of the questions are pretty serious. Yet, they throw in shit like this. Like, this is stupid. You're talking about a fucking movie? A goddamn script? Like, you're scripted to fucking die. It doesn't matter. It's not up to you as a white person whether you and your characters split up from each other. That's the fucking dude who wrote the damn movie.
Why do you freak out when black people are cast to play white fictional characters?
What's the big deal if Idris Elba plays James Bond? I would go see it twice.
First off, I wasn't actually aware there was any kind of controversy over Idris Elba playing 007. But if you don't know who he is, I'll throw a picture on screen. But I actually like him. He's one of my favorite black actors. I first seen him in 28 Weeks Later, 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later, some of my favorite movies. And ever since I've seen him in that role on 28 Weeks Later as like the leader of the army, I've always liked him, and I've always recognized him in roles, recognized him in movies, and even if I don't like the movie, I always like his role, because he's a really good actor. He's funny, he can be serious, he can be intimidating. He was in, I think, two of the Thor movies, or one or two of the Thor movies. Really good actor. I have no problem with him playing 007. I know 007's only been white, but I didn't know he was supposed to only ever be white. If they want to, he's like a British guy anyway, or whatever, wherever he's from, so I have no problem with him playing that role. As for them casting black actors in white roles, I mean, the only thing I can think of is the Fantastic Four movie, and I actually did have a problem with that too, and it's not because the dude was black. The Human Torch has never been a black character in the comic books. That's where the problem lies. If you look at a character like the Green Lantern has been black and white. So if DC ends up putting Green Lantern in their movie universe, and he's a black guy, I will have zero problem with it, because Hal Jordan being the white Green Lantern and John Stewart being the black Green Lantern. And so I have no problem with like a character being black if they've been black before. I'm assuming they're talking about Fantastic Four. If you think that they cast the Human Torch in the Fantastic Four movie to be progressive, no, they were doing it to get your fucking money. They thought they would shock and awe people by having Human Torch be a black guy and people would buy the tickets because they're so fucking progressive. No, they wanted your goddamn money. But in the end, no amount of casting could save Fox from themselves. I mean, do we even need to bring up the original Deadpool?
Why is a big butt and big lips considered attractive on a white woman, but they're unattractive on a black woman?
Okay, first up, me personally, I don't think big lips look good on anybody. Like, if your lips are too big, that looks bad no matter who you are. And then I think I speak for the pretty much the majority of the male population when I say that a fat ass is good on anybody. Now, there's a limit. You can't be a fat chick and your ass is fat because of that, because then it doesn't look good. You're just fat. But there's nothing wrong. You don't gotta be skinny either. There's nothing wrong with a thick chick. I don't mind. My girls ain't gotta be bones. I don't mind that. But a fat ass is good on anybody. Like, come on.
Do y'all really think Miley is the one who created twerking? Really?
Why am I supposed to teach you how to twerk? I don't know how to twerk.
Why is it that white people always act as though they have discovered a new trend when people of color have been doing it for virtually years?
I'm gonna need somebody to tell me where BuzzFeed is getting their white people facts, because I have never fucking heard anybody say that Miley Cyrus created twerking. Who has ever said that? I've never heard that since twerking has been popularized, in like our modern society. I've never heard anybody say, God, you remember when Miley Cyrus made up twerking when she started the trend? As for that last bit, when you're asking a question about an entire race of people, and then you use a word like always, it just defeats the fucking entire purpose of the question. Because clearly, not every white person always does this. It's so fucking stupid. I'm not even going to answer your question.
Why is it when a black woman wears her hair natural, it's seen as inappropriate, but when a white woman does, it's praised?
This is the hair that I was born with, so you wearing it as a trend is not cute.
Again, where's BuzzFeed getting their information? Have any of you ever heard anybody say that a black woman wearing her hair natural is inappropriate? Has anybody ever heard that? If shit, where does this stuff come from? And then as for the second chick, she says that somebody wearing her hairstyle or her type of hair is not funny or not cool as a trend. For instance, I don't know any white girls that like buy like fake hair or weaves that are like coarse hair, like, because her hair is very coarse. You can tell by looking at it. I don't know anybody that wears hair like that. What are you talking about?
Like, can you appropriate my student loans? Can you take that off my hands?
First off, if you can't afford your student loans, why the hell did you ever go to school? Secondly, everybody struggles with student loans, so get the fuck over yourself.
Why is it that white crime is seen as an isolated incident, but black crime is a representation of my entire community?
First up, I don't even want to tell you how many times I've heard about white people being school shooters, because they tend to be. When school shootings happen, they tend to be white kids that do it. Also, a majority of crime is committed by black people. This is not a racist statement. These are statistics. You can look this shit up. That's the facts. And secondly, isn't this entire video grouping all of my people together? Like, who are you to get mad about that shit?
Why does talking about race make you feel so uncomfortable?
Is it because you think that you'll be perceived as racist if you talk about race?
I definitely have no problem talking race. You want to talk races? We can do that shit all day. But I honestly do think that that's why a lot of white people are kind of skeptical about talking about race issues with people of different colors. Because, for one, as this video proves, it's like default that white people are racist these days. Like, I can't say anything without being called a racist. And honestly, a lot of black people hate being called black people. Like, I've said that before to people, and they get offended. They want to be called African Americans. And even recording this video, I was still kind of like weird saying black people, but they refer to themselves as black people in the video. I'm gonna do it. If they were calling themselves African Americans, I'd call them African Americans.
You don't really believe that racism is over because we have a black president, do you?
I don't think one person thinks that racism is over. I don't think anybody's ever even said that or thought that. But if racism was as alive and well as they try to make it out to be in America, would we have a black president? If this was just a white supremacy country, as everybody tries to pretend that it is, would we be letting a black guy be running our country? Come on.
Why is it so easy for you to notice when there are no white people around, but you hardly ever notice when there are no black people around?
Why is your goal to be colorblind?
There's so many different types of people in the world, yet you can't see color?
I swear every BuzzFeed video is flawed from the beginning. They spend an entire video grouping all white people together about all the things that white people do, but they also, they bitch about all the stereotypes that white people cast upon them. Like, it makes no fucking sense to me. How are you going to sit there and judge and talk about all the bad things that white people do and bitch about all the things that white people say the black people do? Like, it's the exact same fucking thing. Like, it's so goddamn stupid, and I don't even know what the hell they were talking about. I don't know what those questions were about.
Why do you want to say the N-word so badly?
If I don't use it, what makes you think you can?
Just so you're not so fucking full of yourselves, white people aren't sitting here like foaming at the mouth to drop the N-bomb. It's not that big a deal, it's just a fucking word. A lot of us don't let words rule our lives like that. Secondly, and I'm not going to say the words because I'm not trying to piss anybody off, but if we're talking about the N-word with the ER at the end, the racial slur, that was a word before it was ever even adapted into a racial word. It means like somebody that's stupid or something like that. So, like, it's not even a racist word to begin with, but you can't say it without it being automatically interpreted as a racial slur. Now, if we're talking about the N-word with the A at the end that a lot of rappers use, that's a weird metaphor or whatever, I do say it as a white guy. I'll admit I say it. I'm not going to say it here, because, I'm not trying to fucking piss anybody off, but I listen to a lot of rap, so it just becomes habitual after listening to a lot of rap. But I hate the black people that, and it sounds so bad, because now I sound like a fucking racist, but they get mad at that, because I have a lot of black friends that don't give a shit. And, I know that doesn't matter to the people who are offended by the word, but I just hate that. It's just a fucking word. If you want to call me a cracker, a honky, throw any racial slur or stereotype at me, I don't give a fuck. I don't get offended by that shit. Actually, now that I have brought that up, there's plenty of black people that just automatically will, jokingly or not, will call white people honky or cracker or something like that. And I don't get why that's okay, but like if I were to say any version of the N-word, they're gonna fucking get triggered and probably start swinging on me.
Why do you always want to touch our hair?
Who told you it was okay to touch people without their permission?
I don't want to touch any part of either of you.
Why do you feel like having one black friend makes you a cultural expert or not a racist?
Is your only black friend comfortable with being the reason why you can't be racist?
By that logic, then I'm not racist. I have a ton of white friends.
This question always surprises me. I don't understand it. We'll use me as an example. Say I'm this racist fucking white guy and I don't like black people. Why the fuck would I have a black friend? I don't care if it's 1 or 100. If I do not like black people, I would not have a black friend. I don't care if you don't think that justifies me being a racist or not. I would not associate with people of a certain culture if I was racist towards them. How fucking obvious of a statement is that? I can't make that any more clear.
Why do you feel comfortable cursing at your parents?
Why do you kiss your dogs on the mouth?
Whoa. Let's take this shit back a second. Who the fuck said only white people curse at their parents? I don't think I've ever even thrown a curse word at my mom in an angry manner. I've definitely cursed in front of her at a younger age, but she was a cool mom, didn't really care. But I've never been like, oh, fuck you, bitch. Like, that's never fucking happened, because my mom is a psycho. She'd beat the hell out of me. And secondly, I've never fucking kissed a dog on the mouth. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm not saying white people don't do this. I think plenty of people of all colors and cultures and races fucking kiss the dogs on the mouth. I'm not one of them. I don't kiss my dog on the mouth. That shit's fucking weird. I've maybe kissed him on the nose. This is the closest I've ever gotten to the mouth.
How come you can't pronounce black names like Kuvanjane, but can say names like Schwarzenegger, Galifianakis, and LaBeouf just fine?
What the fuck, man? At this point, they're just making shit up on the fly. Like, what is this? They're like triggered because I can't pronounce like some Kobajane or something. I don't know. I probably just butchered that. But like, I don't know why I can't pronounce that fucking word. I've never heard the word in my life till you just fucking said it.
Why do you feel like all lions' lives matter, but black lives don't?
Why is a lion's life in Africa more important than the lives of black people here in America? What did Simba ever do for you?
I get it. Lion King was an awesome movie, but so was Selma, and so was Malcolm X.
This shit is they're on the struggle bus right now for content, man. This is an older video, so this was back when I think it was solely the lion. I could be wrong on that. There's a lion that got killed like in a bad way, so everybody was like triggered about it. Kind of like Harambe, but Harambe turned into a meme. And as for BLM, there's no way me as a white guy could speak against that movement without being considered a racist, so we're not even gonna fucking talk about it.
Why is it so hard for you to acknowledge your privilege?
How does it feel to not be the spokesperson for your entire race at any given time?
Must be nice.
Oh, that must be nice right there at the end. You already know that's about to be rolling right before the outro. But this shit, dude, I hate this fucking... Oh my god, the white privilege shit is so damn stupid. We have a black president. We have black people in other political positions. We have black people... We have black actors. We have black people in all kinds of positions all over America. I don't get this shit. Like, just because you aren't successful in your life doesn't mean every other black person isn't. Just because you don't have, like, all this shit going for you doesn't mean that white privilege is holding you down. Get out there and make a life for yourself. Quit fucking blaming it on white people. Man, that video got a little real, didn't it? If you guys went on to enjoy the video, or if you got triggered, give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Follow me on Twitter. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys.
Must be nice.